going on? This is Corey Bennett coming at you with a pre-workout review today. The product we are looking at is Psychotic by Insane Labz. This is a pretty awesome pre-workout from what I hear. I'm planning to use it for my workout tomorrow morning, and I'll be able to put some clips in the coming seconds so that you can see what that entails and how that day unfolds. The flavor that I got is gummy candy. They have a whole bunch of different flavors. The one of them that I really wanted to get was cherry bomb, but they didn't have it. So that'll be for a future purchase if I really end up liking this itself. If you've previously used Psychotic before, the label is normally red and it has a red top. That was from the original formula that Insane Labz used to use. And just by looking on this nutrition label alone, it looks like they have just a giant proprietary blend, which if you don't know what a proprietary blend is, it's basically they provide one line and it shows all the different ingredients, and then it has one single amount. So in this case, they have a 4,234 milligram serving of whatever is this combination. So they don't actually break down each individual ingredient, which is kind of unfortunate. In most cases, you're probably looking at some pre-workouts having like 200 to 300 milligrams of caffeine, 1.6 to 3.2 milligrams of, or 3.2 grams of beta alanine, so on and so forth, depending on what is in it. So this looks like it has those two common ingredients that you'll find in pre-workouts itself. But let's go into just a general review. The price point for this is around $39.99, and depending on where you get it from, you can probably get some pretty good deals on it. If you check in my description below, you'll find a link to a website that'll bring you maybe somewhere between 20 to 25% off if the website is actually offering a deal. And I've seen also in the past couple of weeks that they've done a buy one get one. I actually was able to get mine for 25% off. I just missed the time frame for it to do buy one get one, but I don't even know if I like this yet, so I guess we'll see. So stay tuned for the coming clips of what my workout looks like tomorrow morning, and we'll figure out if this is something that we should keep on taking for the workouts.
So it's got pretty good flavor, and it doesn't really have the bite of a normal pre-workout, like something sour. The flavor is gummy candy, and I mean, it tastes almost just like juice. I was looking for the cherry bomb flavor, but they were out of stock for that, so unfortunately they didn't have that. I'm a big cherry advocate, so I would totally recommend that, but I haven't had the opportunity to try it myself. But we got about a 10-minute drive to the gym, and I guess we'll see what happens as we get closer. So it hasn't even been 5 minutes since I've taken that first clip, and I'm already starting to get the face tingles that you would expect from a stronger pre-workout. And by absolutely no means am I an organic chemist or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure that's the beta alanine content kicking in for this proprietary blend that they have on the back of the label on the little tub that you get. Unfortunately, this pre-workout doesn't list the ingredients separately, so you can see what actual amounts are in it. I'm gonna see if I can find a way to break it down, but it's got a little over 4 grams, which is over 4,000 milligrams of substance to the food label. So it depends on whatever that stuff is that it breaks down into. I mean, most pre-workouts you expect anywhere between 200 to 300 milligrams of caffeine, somewhere between 1.6 to 3.2 grams of beta alanine, which is one of the big like vasodilators that help open up your blood pathways for better circulation. And I think the beta alanine has something to do with that, especially with this feeling of tingling and whatnot that some people either like or dislike. Me in particular, I enjoy it because it tells me that the pre-workout's working, and it gives me it gives me almost like a placebo effect of an extra boost of some sort. But usually the way that I rate pre-workouts for myself is on how quickly it takes to kick in, what type of stimulation I get, mostly from caffeine. Is there any type of crash later on in the day? What else? Is there any type of tunnel vision or euphoric feeling that you feel with it? Because some pre-workouts do have that weird feeling that they give you where you can really hyper focus on your workouts. So I'll again keep evaluating as we get closer to the gym. I still got about 8 minutes left of my drive. All right, just pulled up at the gym. Had about 10 minutes of my drive throughout taking the pre-workout and getting here. It's definitely kicked in at this point. Full face tingles. Most of the upper body is feeling some kind of way, a little tingly here and there, but I definitely feel awake, alert, ready to rock. I got deadlifts as a workout today, which is going to be great, but I'll definitely be able to give a good assessment of whether or not this is something that'll be great for like strength training. And yeah, post some clips of the workout and provide a full evaluation at the very end of the video. So stay tuned.
So now you have a quick little verdict of what my feeling was from the workout today. Obviously, I had to cut it a little bit short because I was running late for work, but I was able to get some good deadlifts in, and I think the pre-workout actually had a pretty good influence on my power production today. So it was funny. I was actually texting one of my friends after the workout today to give him a verdict because me and him used to take this together when we were workout buddies back a couple of years ago. And I actually have a note in my phone. This is what I said to him when I texted him. I said, verdict. 5 out of 10 tingles. So for the tingles, for those who don't know, beta alanine is commonly thought to be the component of pre-workout that gives you the little face tingles and maybe the body tingles, depending on how strong it is. It was pretty moderate. I started to feel it much more as I started to get closer to the gym in my drive today. And I think it's probably going to be something that's going to give me that more perceived effect of it actually doing something. The next thing on here, I told them 8 out of 10 caffeine stimulation. There definitely has to be a lot of caffeine in this pre-workout, even though it doesn't tell you on the label. I felt pretty stimulated even after the workout and later into the day. So by the time I texted him, it was about 10 o'clock. My workout was sometime around 7:30 to 8 o'clock. And I was still feeling it around noon today. And there was no significant crash with it that came. So I'm pretty happy about that because there usually is that like 2 to 3 o'clock crash that I hit. So obviously something was happening unless I was just keeping extra busy at work. The other thing was a 4 out of 10 euphoric / tunnel vision feeling. Now, I don't know if you've ever taken pre-workouts in the past, but if you look to the OG years of when there was really good pre-workouts like Jack 3D or Muscle Marinade or Jacked Up, those are 3 pretty awesome pre-workouts that back in the day had some pretty questionable ingredients to it that would give you a more tunnel vision, euphoric effect as a stimulant, and it made workouts go by completely fast with a lot of focus on the intensity and staying on task during the workout. So don't exactly know what the ingredients were that were in those things that made that happen, but this really wasn't that strong in terms of that. And the last thing on here was that I felt like the taste overall was really good. Usually with most pre-workouts, you have a somewhat of a bite. Now, if you're of drinking age, you probably know the feeling of taking a shot of bourbon or shot of vodka and that initial bite. Now, you don't get an alcohol bite with pre-workout, but you might get what I'm saying if you understand that. You didn't have anything like that with this pre-workout. The gummy candy flavor is really good. I've never had a liquid that tastes like it. It's almost like they took gummy worms and melted them down into a fluid and made it drinkable. So it was more like a juice flavor itself, but it's definitely unlike any other flavor I had before, and it was actually pretty enjoyable, as opposed to your typical like fruit punch or raspberry flavors or anything like that. But I think this is going to be one that I'll hang on to for a little bit, and I look forward to trying out that cherry bomb flavor when I'm able to purchase it. So if this is something that you feel like you might want to give a try, I mean, it felt pretty good for me. So I put some links in the description below so that you can check it out for yourself. And if you think it's going to be good, once you start trying it, leave a comment on this video, and subscribe so that I can start showing you more things that I take over time. I've got a couple BCAA purchases that I have planned on coming up. I already have a protein that I'm working on right now that I've been messing around with different shake variations. And we'll see where it goes. So if you like it, throw a thumbs up on it, leave a comment, subscribe. And if you think there's critical feedback that you want to provide me, go ahead and leave it down in the comments below. I welcome all type of feedback, positive or negative, so I can get better at doing this as something as a side hustle. So stay well, move well, and we'll come to you next time with another review.